So hello all, in this video we are going to discuss a question of chapter 1 real numbers. Prove that the following numbers are irrational. So I have categorized this question in 4 parts. So 4 levels are there. Suppose if this single monomial arises, so we have to follow certain steps. If this sort of question arises, we have to follow certain steps. If this sort of question is there, and this is the last level of this question which we will do at last. So let's begin with this first part, root 5. So whenever we have to prove that root 5 is irrational or any root value to be an irrational, consider it to be a rational. So let root 5 be a rational number, right? So if root 5 is a rational number, so root 5 can be written as p upon q, because every rational number can be expressed in p by q form, where p and q are co-primes, right? And q is not equal to 0. So this can be written as root 5 q is equal to p. On squaring both the sides, we have root 5 q whole square is equal to p whole square. So this implies 5 q square is equal to p square. So from here we can say 5 divides p square. See 5, if 5 divides p square, then we'll have q square, because p square upon 5 is q square. So 5 divides p square, so this implies 5 divide, according to the theorem, 5 will divide p also. So if 5 divides p, so p can be written as 5c, right? Right? So p can be written as 5c. So on squaring both the sides, p square can be written as 5c whole square. P square is equal to 25c square, right? So from here p square value is 5q square, so substituting it here, 5q square is equal to 25c square, or we can say q square is equal to 5c square. 25 upon 5 is 5. So this implies 5 divides q square also, so which means 5 will divide q. If 5 divides q square, so 5 will divide q also, right, according to the theorem. That means 5 is a common factor of both p and q. So that means our assumption is wrong. So this implies 5 is a common factor of both p and q. So this implies our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. So what was our assumption? That root 5 is a rational number. So this implies root 5 is irrational. Root 5 is irrational. So this is our answer. So in this way we have to follow these steps. We have to follow whenever we have a single value in root and we have to prove it to be a rational, an irrational number. So just pause the video to note it down, right? So let's move on to next category, 2 upon root 7. Sometimes a multiple of root values are given in this way. So 2 upon root 7 is there. So follow the same step. Let 2 upon root 7 be rational, right? So if 2 upon root 7 is rational, so 2 upon root 7 can be written as p upon q. Let where both p and q are co-primes, right? Where both p and q are co-primes. So we can say 2q is equal to root 7p, right? Or simply we can say root 7 can be written as 2q upon p, right? So see, 2q upon p is again a p by q form, or we can consider it as a by b form, right? Some number divided by another number, right? But see, this is root 7 is irrational and a upon b form is a rational form. So 2q upon p is a rational form, but this contradicts the fact that root 7 is irrational, because we know that root 7 is irrational and 2q upon p is rational. So an irrational number can never be equal to a rational number. This implies our assumption is wrong. Assumption is wrong. So if our assumption is wrong, this implies what? 2 upon root 7 is irrational. Simple. 2 upon root 7 is irrational. So you just pause the video to note it down. So this is the second category of this question. So let's move on to third category of this question using the third part. So third part is, let 2 minus 3 root 5 be rational. So 2 minus 3 root 5 be rational. So 2 minus 3 root 5 can be written as p upon q. Right? If it is rational, it can be written as p upon q, where both p and q are co-primes and q not equal to 0. So from here we can say 2 minus p upon q is equal to 3 root 5. Right? Taking LCM, 2q minus p is equal to 3 root 5. Right? So root 5 is equal to 2q minus p upon 3q. Right? Root 5 can be written as 2q minus p upon 3q. So this is again an a upon b form. So 2q minus p upon 3q is rational form. Whereas root 5 is irrational. We know that root 5 is irrational. So this implies our assumption is wrong. Because rational number cannot be equal to irrational number. So our assumption is wrong. So simply 2 minus 3 root 5 is irrational. So this is our solution. So just pause the video to note it down. Easy, very easy solution it is. So let's move on to next part. So next part, what do we have? Root 2 plus root 3. This is one of the most difficult part and most commonly asked in board exams. So root 2 plus root 3. It is not there in your NCERT textbook. So root 2 plus root 3. So again, let root 2 plus root 3 be rational. Right? See carefully. Root 2 plus root 3 is rational. So we can say root 2 plus root 3 is equal to p upon q. Right? Where both p and q are co-primes. So on squaring both the sides, so root 2 plus root 3 whole square is equal to p upon q whole square. Right? So root 2 square, a plus b whole square is a square. So root 2 square plus b square root 3 square plus 2ab is equal to p square upon q square. Right? So root 2 square is 2 plus 3 plus 2 root 6 is equal to p square upon q square. Right? So 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 2 root 6 is equal to p square upon q square. Right? So this is till now what we have done. So 2 root 6 is equal to p square upon q square minus 5, or taking LCM, q square p square minus 5q square 2 root 6, or we can say root 6 is equal to p square minus 5q square upon 2q square. Right? Now we know that this is a rational form, a upon b type. Right? So p square minus 5q square upon 2q square is rational. But we know that root 6 is irrational. Right? So root 6 is irrational and this is rational. So an irrational number can never be equal to a rational number. So this implies our assumption is wrong. So this implies This implies what? Root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. So root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. So just observe these steps carefully. Just pause the video to note it down so you will understand the logic behind these steps. So I hope this topic is clear to you. So hope to see you there in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.